Hello, in this video we look at Mangala Sutta, verse 12. Putthassaloka dhammehi chittang yassana kampati asokam virajang khemam etam mangalamuttamam. And now again with the text. Putthassaloka dhammehi chittang yassana kampati asokam virajang khemam etam mangalamuttamam. The grammar, or syntax I should say, of this verse needs a bit of careful looking at. There's the what in English we would might think of as an unexpressed subject. Let's start off with yassa, of whom. So in the Pali goes, of whom the mind does not shake, of whom, being touched by worldly matters, the mind does not shake. In Pali it's perfectly okay, same in Sanskrit, to say of whom, whereas in English we talk the person whose mind does not shake. In Pali just say yassa chittang nakampati, of whom the mind does not shake, meaning the person whose mind does not shake. So yassa, of whom, therefore, the person whose chittam, mind, nakampati, does not shake or tremble. Puttassa loka dhammehi. So puttassa is a past participial adjective, just means touched or affected, but literally touched. So of whom, touched by worldly matters, the mind does not tremble or shake. Loka dhammehi, that's the instrumental plural. Loka dhamma, the things of the world, matters of the world. There is another interpretation that the loka dhamma can mean, well, in the broad general sense, the matters of the world, the things of the world. But there's another stricter, or I should say narrower, interpretation, which is known as the worldly matters, which are the opposites of praise and blame, gain and loss, pleasure and pain. Are there any other pairs like that? But anyway, it's referring to those specific things, which could well have been intended here. Bhikkhu Bodhi, I'm reading now, just translates it by worldly conditions, without making any reference here to these specific pairs of gain and loss, praise and blame, and so on. The puttassa, iPad. Oops, so this is verse 12 now, aren't we? It's Sanskrit sprish, and this is class 6, sprishati, and in Pali that becomes pusati. Sanskrit sprishta, meaning touched. So regular past participle, sprishta, pusati, and sprishta becomes putta in Pali. That's meaning touched. So of whom touched, yassa puttassa, by worldly affairs, loka dhammehi, chittam nakampati, the mind does not tremble. Asokam virajang khemam, is asokam, virajam khemam. These are three adjectives, all in the neuter, qualifying the neuter noun chittam. Asokam, it's from the root shuch, which the original meaning was to be bright, actually, and then to burn, then by extension to burn with pain, from which we get in Sanskrit shoka and in Pali soka. And this gives us the name of the emperor, the emperor in Sanskrit, Ashoka, the griefless, the one without grief, and in Pali that becomes Asoka. So here this refers to the mind that is without grief. Virajam, raja means dust, and it's the same word that is used as those with but little dust in their eyes, the apparaja, the little dust, those who have little dust, apparaja. Sorry, single ja, apparaja. So here, viraja, with dust gone away, the viraja, away dust, of which suggests that there was dust there, but it is now gone. And khema, I've done a note on it. Khema, from the original root, from the Old Vedic root kshi, meaning to dwell or to inhabit. Let me call up, sorry, iPad again. Here we are. Kshi, to dwell or inhabit. And it makes a verbal noun, kshema, which in Pali becomes khema. So the original meaning, just dwelling somewhere, but the extended meaning of it is the place where you dwell and feel safe, your safe resting place, where you rest in safety and security, and then by extension a state of ease and happiness. It makes an adjective, one who possesses or is in such a state. In Sanskrit, kshemin, in Pali, stem form kemin, and we see the same word used in the Karaniya Sutta, Sukhinova keminu huntu, may they be happy and secure. And we have the expression yoga kshema in Sanskrit, written Sanskrit and Pali. Yoga kshema, and in Pali yoga kema, with the doubling of the k there, kema on its own, but the doubling of the k there, because it follows in compound, it directly follows a short vowel, therefore yoga kema. Yoga in this sense has the idea of exertion. The yoga kema means the ease and rest that you achieve at the end of your successful exertions. Kema is primarily a noun, but as here it can also be used as an adjective. That's how we get asokam, griefless, virajam, dustless, kemam, secure. The idea of combination of happy and secure. Etam Mangala Sutta. So I will read this through again. Puttassa loka dhammehi chittam yassana kampati asokam virajam khemam etam mangalamuttamam. And that's it on this video.